All right, we back. Welcome back to the show. For experienced sales guys, you guys are asking me in the DMs, Riley, what's the best way I can go out there, go remote, quit my freaking shitty sales job? I'm done with it. Been talking to a lot of guys since the last couple videos 6 months ago that I've been getting lots of messages from. And so I'll break it down even better in this video, step by step. Go over this Notion document here. Link will be below for this. Optimize research outreach interview. So how to optimize your profiles, researching your ideal dream clients, outreaching like a mofo, how to be smart with your outreach, how to stand out, how to ace the interview, how to follow up, and how to make a great 60-second video. And in this document, I also have an outreach tracking sheet template. All right, so if you don't know me, I've been a remote dude, digital nomad for 8 years now, coming up on 9, and started doing travel videos that led me into this whole channel, living that life with the mission of helping other guys, other versions of myself, figure out this make money online thing, figure out this remote career thing. And remote sales is just something I wish I knew about sooner. I was a corporate sales guy. I was a door-to-door sales guy in college. After college, all I knew is I don't want a fucking regular job. I don't want a 9-to-5. I just want to make money. So I got into corporate sales for 2 years, and I was so burnt out eventually, didn't want to get out of my car. And now I look back, if I only knew about remote sales, making your commissions from anywhere from home, I would 1,000% be doing that, because around that same time I found Tim Ferriss 4-Hour Workweek, Digital Nomad, and I was like, yes, that's gonna be me. I actually came to a nomad conference out here in Thailand. 2014, ended up getting into FBA, finally making some money online. Boom, rest is history. And so why remote sales? Well, I've historically always talked about FBA, freelancing, and remote employee as the 3 most common flavors of digital nomads. I know hundreds of them personally. And remote sales is, in my opinion, just the simplest, highest paying, easiest form of freelancing that I've ever seen in my 8 years as a digital nomad. Location freedom, schedule freedom, income freedom, meaning you can potentially make a lot. Fast money, meaning you can potentially profit 5 to 10K a month in like 3 to 6 months, which is like not uncommon. And it's literally the simplest service you can offer. And I even made this little chart comparing it to the other most common forms of working remotely: Amazon FBA, remote employee, agency / SMMA. And so, you know, the most common forms of freelancing are creative, marketing, tech, and management. And that's like you're all managing clients. So in short, remote sales, there's no annoying clients to deal with. You simply take the calls. You're going into a batting cage, you're smashing out the calls. But of course, you guys already know this, but this is a recap of what this is. Absolute dream job. And you can check my channel for some interviews with some remote closers. I've been doing this for my own agencies, my Amazon agency, for the past 5 years. And so Milestone Checklist, just off the bat, this is what you're going to need to do, guys. Update your LinkedIn profile, create your Instagram closer profile, create your Upwork profile, outreach to 10 people, apply to 10 jobs, complete your first interview, and land your first gig. Optimizing your profiles, Instagram, LinkedIn, Upwork, resume. Let's go over to Instagram real quick. Boom. Here's an example of one. Shout out to John C. So you're going to want to make a fresh Instagram closer profile, just as any service provider would do. You're going to want to have a page for that, for you as a remote pro, remote freelancer offering this. So have a tagline, something to do with sales, and then boom. Not rocket science here, guys. Same thing with your LinkedIn. Just go through there and update it. Here's a tip: use LinkedIn Resume Builder. And then Upwork I'll get to in a second. So it starts, guys, before you do your outreach, with researching your ideal client. So what are the 3 top niches that you could see yourself knowledgeable closing for? Obviously, because you have knowledge in them. What's the ideal offer you would like to close? For example, a muscle building program for corporate men, because I am a target student with experience from building muscle from scratch. Or a program to help real estate agents improve their business because I have experience. Maybe you're a real estate guy. You're going to want to reach out to real estate influencers. A program about FBA because I've done FBA. So obviously, ideally, you're closing something that you have experience in and that you have conviction in and that you actually believe in. Because as Hormozi says, the biggest factor in your close rate is your belief in the product. So use this sheet right here. Put in your top 10 dream clients. And in the sheet below, you should go and fill in like your top 20 dream clients. Like, do internet research. Like any business, any freelancer, you make a list of your dream clients, your perfect avatar. All right, you go out there and you outreach to them and you offer your services. That's what I do for my Amazon agency, right? And you're listing out my dream type of customer avatar. Every business does this. So like the hardest part of being a remote closer is finding the good offer, finding the great client, right? That's the same problem that any business, any agency has, is getting the clients, right? Delivering the service is the easy part, okay? So that's the research. You research and then you outreach like a mofo. Instagram, Upwork, ZipRecruiter, LinkedIn DM, LinkedIn Jobs. I tell guys, Instagram DMs, Upwork are the most common two. And oh shit, I even forgot one. This is Facebook groups. These are the top 3. Do search, DM the job poster. Literally that fucking simple. So Instagram, very simple. You go here, Instagram.com. You can do it on your computer. Type in FBA, for example. So niche plus mentor or coach or course. Look at all these FBA mentors, and then FBA coach. Okay, so in general, in the high ticket remote closing space, the clients you're looking for are influencers / coaches. That's kind of the main flavor of client. And you're going to find those mostly through Instagram, Upwork, Facebook. All right, you can also check YouTube to make a whole fucking list. There's a million gazillion YouTube influencers that have high ticket courses. All right, you're going to join their inbound sales team. LinkedIn, ZipRecruiter, and LinkedIn Jobs. I'll go over these real quick. Plenty of opportunity for companies / agencies that are offering, they're more of a company, right? Not a influencer. So plenty of opportunity. Just scroll through here and search. So like there's literally no excuse not to get a remote sales position, but obviously ideally you're going to want to close for like an influencer that has just like a super good high tick offer with super good commission, super good funnel, right? And so the hard part is like going through the offers and finding that ideal offer that you're going to close and just fucking rake it in. But to get started, like especially if you're still relatively new to sales, to get started, just jump into any of these remote positions with companies like doing inbound sales, right? And so it depends on your situation. But yeah, some good ones here. Just scroll through. Same thing with LinkedIn Jobs. Go in here, inbound sales, remote, boom. And you're also going to see a lot of opportunities for marketing agencies. So if you're familiar with digital marketing and you can sell very basic B2B services, plenty of opportunity. Okay, before we get into smart outreach, if you don't want to do all this shit and you're looking to hire a recruitment agency to do all this shit for you, watch the podcast I did with Desmond Dixon. He came over to my place in Phuket. He's actually currently now here in Bangkok. And so he runs remotesalesmanager.io for many years, and they find, train, and staff remote sales teams for companies. And so as you'll see on their website, they have over 500 active sales reps on their roster. When companies reach out to them, hey, I need sales reps, they go through their roster and try to find a fit. Okay, so that's the kind of long-term way that's free to do to apply to join their roster on their website. If you want the shortcut to skip the line and have their team do hands-on work to get you a remote sales role, potentially within 2 weeks, within 15 days, a guy I referred over got a job through them within 15 days. As soon as 15 days, a month or 2. You would apply, they would look at your resume, and the link will be below to join their inner circle kind of thing. It's a paid thing for their service to go out there and land you a job fast. If you qualify, they will get to work with guarantees in place to find you a role or a better role. After that, optionally, you can stick around for their inner circle masterminds, which are held inside of Slack with all proven closers as well as their coaches. Everyone masterminds on keeping close rate high, finding better offers, making more money. So that's Desmond's inner circle for proven, experienced sales reps looking to hire hands-on help to do all the things that I'm talking about now for them to find you a role ASAP. That is the short route. All right, back to it. How to be smart with outreach. So let's be real. No one is ever going to just hand you a job. You got to hustle your dream job. It starts with smart outreach. Outreach strategy depends on your situation and the role you're going for. If you're going for a higher level closer role, they're harder to get, more competitive. You should try to be more targeted and customized. Keep in mind, the moment you make contact with them, their experience with you begins. So you're a sales guy. You should be good at this. How to stand out. Just some notes here. Your first main goal is to stand out, embody the brand, engage with their content, follow up, get creative. So audio messages and video messages, guys. Use those. Appearance, look good and professional. References and referrals. Just like selling any service, here are some case studies, here are some referrals, here are my KPIs, here's my close rate. Bada bing, bada boom. What you should not do is the boring way. Send your resume, hey, please check this out. No one wants to do that shit. All right, use like in 3 bullet points your top 3 most best accolades / KPIs, reasons they should hire you. All right, and you can see my other videos or my course for it's DM scripts, but this is just an overview video. All right, quality over quantity. So since you're an experienced sales rep, you're going to want to sniper target your list of dream clients, influencers that you want to close for. All right, focus on the people and build relationships is Desmond's #1 piece of advice. All right, and of course, like I said, have professional profile. So when you're outreaching, you want to have a custom text message plus a custom 60-second video. All right, like, hey Jim, I found your YouTube automation program and I wanted to reach out because I'm a sales closer and I help influencers like you close more of their leads over the phone. YouTube is also a passion of mine. Would love to see if this is a need, and then ask some smart questions. What is your current sales KPIs looking like? You know, boom, and go right into the message. You can check my video on Instagram DM scripts, which is on my YouTube channel, Riley Bennett Remote Channel. And no, it's on Living That Life channel. Got too many goddamn channels. How to ace the interview. These are the notes from my podcast with Desmond. Have energy, build rapport, scenario questions, and follow up at the end of the interview. So with the energy, it's just all about your energy. Do you pass the beer test? He says, would they like you enough to want to legit go and grab a beer with you after? Build rapport. That's the beer test thing. Share something about your personal interests. Break the ice, chit chat up front, as I said in my How to Open a Sales Call video. Chit chat, break the ice, laugh, say fuck, shit, break the ice. Oh, god damn it, this fucking mic is broken, shit. Depends on who you're talking to, all right? With every scenario in life. If they ask you scenario questions, don't explain what you would say. Better to drop straight in to the role play. At the end, ask them, hey, what are the next steps? Ask to pencil in the next follow-up call. Tell them you want the role. If they say doesn't make sense to schedule the follow-up call, ask them when to follow up. Standard 101s for freelancing and client-based service. All right, guys. Before we get into how to follow up, one-on-one coaching with Riley. Boom, new thing. You guys have been asking me, so I started doing one-on-one coaching, and this is actually one-on-ones, not a course. All right, so these bigger guys on YouTube, they're not doing this. I'm gonna start off doing it one-on-one, of course, and then evolve it into a whole school program, university, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Weekly coaching sessions, accountability and to-do list every day, every week. we go over your to-do list for that week, exactly what you need to focus on for that week. Right? Review your profiles, call recordings, tell you exactly what to do to each week, placed in your first role or better role within 1 to 3 months. So that's actual mentoring calls with me. We have a Notion sheet just like this. I analyze the situation. What do you need to focus on? Is it Upwork? What have you tried? What's working? Do you have experience? Do you have a little bit? Do you have a lot? Do you need to learn the sales skills? Do you not need to learn the sales skills? Do you just need to focus on getting a better offer? Should you quit your shitty offer right now? Should you quit your shitty job right now? All these situations. So it's true mentoring, coaching, whatever you want to call it. All right, how to follow up. So again, remind them you actually want the role. You want to work with them long term. For example, hey, David, just following up. As a refresher, I'm super fired up about this role and I'm looking at it as a long-term opportunity. Another one. Hey, David, just following up on our interview. You mentioned there would be news today. Any updates? As a refresher, super fired up and really want this role. Hope to hear back soon. Boom! Just that little thing, bro. Oh, man. Don't follow up too much. For example, directly after the call, then 3 days later, then once a week until they give you a final answer. Pro tip, conviction. Same thing with anything. If they say no, here's a great tip. Okay, thanks for the heads up. Curious, what was the deciding factor? That's a line that I use for clients that say no thanks. So fucking fire. They'll tell you. And then if it makes sense, say, okay, thanks for that. What can I do to be first in line for your next round of hiring? Or something like, okay, would it make sense for me to follow up in 2 months? Just scope them out. How to make a great 60-second video. Be authentic. So don't be reading from a script. Highlight key things like your KPIs, revenue close, closing rate, sales history / style. Are you a straight to the point type of person or a more consultative? Customize that align for each individual person. So you're going to be sending a lot of customized videos. All right. That's just simply the best way to get clients in this day and age. For any form of freelancing, any form of business, send customized messages. If you can do a video message on Instagram, bada bing, bada boom, on your phone, recording it in the app, and or a voice message, boom, and drop a Loom link to, hey, by the way, here's a 60-second video with more info about me. And that Loom video will be standard, but the message, the chat will be unique to them. Mention their company so they know it's not a template. Show energy. Tell them, hey, you're ready to run. Show your personality. Pass the beer test. Be a likable person. Show motivation, but at the same time, you're hungry. All right. One thing that Desmond tells me is people with the entitled attitude, just because you've done this many sales in the past over here, you're entitled to be hired over there. That mindset. All right. Avoid arrogance. Here's some example lines. I'm a team player and fast learner, so even though this is a new product niche for me, just give me the product by the next day, like the back of my hand. I've closed 1 million in sales already, and I've got huge goals beyond what I've already done. All right, so sit down, be humble, close your outreach sheet. Overall, this is how you do it. This is the modern job search. This really applies to any form of freelancing, whether you're offering copywriting or marketing or graphic design. The thing is, with remote closing, you only need one client to make 10K a month, to make 20K a month, to make 30K a month. See my interview with Jerry, one of his friends in Bali is making 60K a month. Boom, smashing it out of the park. And so that's why this is so exciting. I love helping other versions of myself because I'm a sales guy as well. I come from the corporate sales, the door-to-door sales. Go remote. Because that was my journey as well. And maybe can see you guys here out in tropical Bangkok at one point. All right, links below. And if you want to see the next video, click right here to keep it going. All right, see you guys there.